See, you are what you are and where you are because of what's gone into your mind. You can change what you are, you can change where you are by changing what goes into your mind. 98% of the people in our Western civilization have a picture of themselves which is so narrow and so shallow that it literally bears no resemblance to the real person who is there. So many people have been told so many times what they cannot do that they have no idea what they can do. They have no idea what they want in life because they have no idea what is available to them. The picture they have of themselves will not permit themselves to see some of the magnificent things that are available.
It's a great quote. When a lion wakes up in the morning, it knows one thing. It has to run faster than the slowest gazelle, or it won't eat. And when a gazelle wakes up in the morning, it knows it has to run faster than the slowest lion, or it's going to get killed. So whatever you are in the African bush, one thing's for sure, when the sun comes up, you better start running. Get running, get moving, be positive. Don't let normal life stuff drag you down. Because if it does, it will dominate your life. And you'll become one of those sort of miserable, self-obsessed people in the wrong way, where all you're thinking about is you and your problems and your woes.
If you really want to win, you've got to be relaxed. See, when you're relaxed, spirit energy flows freely to and through you. And that's what you want. You want to be a good channel for spirit to flow freely through you. And you can direct it whatever way you want.
If you feel negative or unhappy about anything, you say, wait a minute, I'm responsible. I'm responsible for my life. I'm responsible for what happens. I can't change the past, so I'm not going to spend a second worrying about the past. I'm going to become so busy working on my future and my goals that I don't have time to think about the past.
We're raised to become ordinary. And I'm not putting down ordinary, but ordinary is just not good enough for me. Ordinary is you go through your life and you fill out the forms and you pay your taxes and you do what your parents tell you and you're honorable and you're honest and you're a good citizen and then you die. Extraordinary is something very, very different. This is about recognizing within yourself that there's something very, very extraordinary that you haven't been trained to believe in, to come to a place where you can apply it and put it into your life. You can go way beyond ordinary. You can go way beyond just being average. All of us are extraordinary. We just have to come to believe it.
The opposite of procrastination is decision. A person that has a problem with procrastination has never learned how to make decisions. Get the book Think and Grow Rich. Read the chapter on decision every day for 90 days. The only prerequisite for making a decision is, do you want to? Not can you afford it, not you know how, not you have the help, do you want to?
It doesn't matter where you are in life. It really doesn't. Because the great thing about life is it's always your next move. Your next move that counts. No matter where you are. You could be, look, I was dead broke, my electric bill was being shut off. And there were people even like worse off than I was. It doesn't matter. You could change your life if you want to. It's always your next decision.
Well, you have to use money to get whatever you want, I suppose. You want to know that money should never stop you. If you're letting money control your decisions, you're on the wrong track. You should never let money stop you. If I really want something, then all I do is think of how I can get it. I don't spend 5 seconds thinking of why I can't. Don't ever let the lack of money stop you from going after what you want. Ever.
Well, yeah. Victim consciousness is when we allow something in our outer environment to control the way we feel and think. Something in my outer environment, some person or some condition is controlling the way I think and feel. Now, that's not the truth. That's just a response, right? So anything that controls our thoughts and feelings causes us to be victim to those things. And the stronger the emotion we feel to some circumstance in our life, the more we pay attention to it. And where we place our attention is where we place our energy. So we're giving our life force, we're giving our power away to that circumstance.
Are on what always has been, and you despise what always has been, you will continue to attract more of what always has been, even though you despise it. It works that way. There are 4 things that you can't do with your mind if you want to move into this state of intention that I'll be speaking about tomorrow. And these are, you cannot put your thoughts on what's missing, on the circumstances of your life, on what you always have been, or what others want for you. So you have to learn to do a somersault into the inconceivable and only put your thoughts or your attention on what you intend to manifest for yourself.
Every problem that we have can be looked at 2 ways. We can look at it as a difficulty to get rid of, or we can look at it as a message from our true selves. We can look at it as something to overcome and get through, or we can see it as a possibility of learning. And he says that all the difficulties that we have are actually designed for us by a part of ourselves that loves us so much that it'll create extra difficulties for us if we don't get the message. What else can it do? Any problem comes along not in order to make our lives miserable, but actually in order to make our life less miserable. And the suffering that it imposes is an attempt to wake us up. And if we wake up, we'll have a reason to be grateful.